Hey, what's good? It's your boy Snapback T. Once again, you are back in the building for another episode of the Aftermath Podcast. We're here with my boy
Smoke. What up, man? What's good, y'all?
Man, what's good, bro? We appreciate everybody for checking the video last week.
Yeah.
We appreciate all the views, and we want to continue to grow and get more. So, if you listening, checking this out right now, go ahead and like, subscribe, comment below. So, man, we just gonna hop straight in, bro. Go ahead, man.
Nah, man. We hop straight into it, dog. Some good stuff, man, dog. But if you wanna, you had the topic about what classifies a superstar player. If you want to talk about where you got that from, the idea from.
Yeah. Earlier this week, probably I don't know, Tuesday, Wednesday, I just be checking out stuff. My favorite sports app is Bleacher Report, just for like the articles and some of the reporters and people that write the articles. I like their content. I like what they present.
Huh? You feel like Barstool tried to go to Bleacher route, but then they said, man, we just got to be like a parody type thing, because Bleacher Report do be on point. They do be on point. Don't they have a betting side to it too with Bleacher Report?
Bleacher Report has a something. They at one point they were going down deep into like picks and had people like doing picks pods throughout. Sorry about that. But they do still have like little picks, but it's not like it's free picks. It ain't nothing like you gotta pay for or nothing like that. They were going down that route, but they do provide some good betting opportunities and big betting tips. But overall I just like Bleacher Report just because the rawness of the app. They ain't like ESPN. ESPN still kind of commercialized. Bleacher Report kind of more raw and real. So I kind of when I need some news or something happening, I don't go to ESPN first. I go to Bleacher Report. I go to Bleacher Report because they're gonna have they're gonna find the tweets where it first came out, or they're gonna have an article somebody wrote up on it, and it's gonna have some pretty good facts. And it's gonna
Bleacher
be
Report be having ear to the report. Bleacher Report got the ear to the timeline.
They rely on the timeline, but they also have they people that they rely on for certain sports, certain things that happen. So they kind of rely on certain people and people that work for the entity. I applied to be the Florida State voice, but I don't. If they choose me, I don't know if I had a time to kind of devote to it, but I just applied just to be like the Florida State voice, and I ain't even in Tallahassee no more. So it's like. But I went to Bleacher Report and I listened to Taylor Rooks. She interviewed Jason Tatum earlier this week, and both of them kind of displayed different views of what they thought was a superstar player. Jason Tatum kind of say he kind of had like 12 to 14 guys he considered superstar players, and then Taylor Rooks, she doesn't play in the NBA. She has an outside view of looking into the league or whatever. But she said she only had 6 guys she considered superstars. And I mean, I just was like, it just kind of made my mind kind of churn.
Leaning on 6 or 14.
It made my mind, that's what I'm saying. It made my mind churn when she said
she only had 6. Around 6, yeah.
And she said it was pretty much based off of guys that can that change the game and kind of make players around them better. And that's what kind of like it kind of posed the question, like, damn, like what is my criteria of a superstar player? And I mean, I agree with that to a certain extent until you start like making these super teams and guys have to change. And I feel like, because I feel like Russell Westbrook is a superstar, but he came to the Lakers and he had to change his whole game. And at the same time, his game, he's older. He's an older player. So he's having to change his game. So I kind of take away his like superstar status. And then you got Dame Lillard up in Portland by his damn self. And you don't have no choice but to be the guy. So it varies for me. So I mean, if I had to pick a certain criteria to name was, I don't know, just like an eye opener for the pod. But my superstar, or what I think a superstar is, of course, a guy that leads the team, a guy that can do it all on the court. I ain't even gonna say a guy, a person, because girls can do the same thing. I don't want to take that away
Shout
from
out
the
WNBA
ladies.
playing playoffs.
Right, the WNBA
Ain't watched
playoffs
the
going
game,
on
but
right
y'all
now.
out there though.
Yeah, I ain't watched the game either, but shouts out to them. And I keep seeing these little graphics where they talk about how some of the NBA players that don't play much making more money than some of the whole league, the whole WNBA, and that's nuts. That's crazy. Because some of these athletes, some of these women athletes are better than the men. So, but that's besides the point. That's for a whole nother pod. But my criteria for a NBA or a superstar period is a guy that kind of can change the trajectory of the team, lead the team, be the voice of the team, and just overall just be. I mean, in this day and age, you gotta be a brand of the team too. You gotta gotta carry the brand. You gotta gotta carry the brand for yourself as well. So I mean, I ain't gonna stick certain guys in because that's I have to really think about that. I ain't gonna stick certain guys in as a superstar status, but that's kind of my criteria. I mean, if I just on top of my head, I would say LeBron, of course, he's still transcending, he's still that guy, everybody want on their team, even at what, 37, 38, he's still that guy. He's still that dude. Jimmy Butler, Jason Tatum, Giannis, of course, you got Luka, those kind of guys. And I don't even think Luka makes people around him better. To be honest, not yet. At least he haven't learned that part of his game.
You feel like
he's
Booker
still that guy
there?
on the team you need, huh?
You feel like Devin Booker could have got there?
Hell yeah. Devin Booker is definitely a superstar. He still got a little bit more learning to do as well as far as roping teammates in and make them better. But he getting better too, and he learned that from Chris Paul. I don't like Chris Paul, but I give him that credit. He'll teach a guy how to mold a team and how to build around it. So I give him that. But what about you, bro? What's your criteria for a team or a superstar on a team? What you think a superstar would be?
You know, somebody like you look up in the crowd and every other person got their jersey on. Somebody that's a model player for the, for the not only the team but the league. That's what I'm saying. That's somebody like with even the younger players like they going to you can give me some pointers. The first person the younger players go to or try to talk to, or maybe the first person that they scared. It's the only person they won't like. I don't know if I should go. How should I approach him? How should I approach him with the
Like a
game?
role
Like
model or a
bro.
legend of the game.
Michael Jordan said it's so crazy. Michael Jordan said in a clip I saw the other day. He said I couldn't. They asked him why he couldn't coach basketball. He was like, because I couldn't expect that player to want to match up with my with my capabilities or how I picture and think basketball. And that's what a superstar is. You ain't even gonna put that pressure on nobody. Cause you ain't gonna, they ain't about to work as hard or think about this all day like you finna do. And those players, all they do is know basketball, dog.
What you just said, you think LeBron will ever be a coach?
That's so funny too. Very so great with this dog. Aftermath is so great, bro. Because I see the picture somebody brought up talking about LeBron was sitting down there. LeBron had tweeted something out talking about what you think I said to Bronny. With LeBron, it was when Bronny was a little kid. He was like, "What you think I said to Bronny?" D Wade said, "Don't think because you my son, I wouldn't trade your ass." Trade your ass. Hey, but this is like
exactly.
This was like when he was in middle. Bronny was like in middle school, like 7th grade. But yeah, so I don't think LeBron, because LeBron, I think.
Hey, why y'all playing? Bronny been balling.
Have you been watching the pro-ams? Have you been watching some of the pro-am basketballs, the games on YouTube?
Have I been watching it? No, but I've been like keeping up with some of the little clips, and then I did see the buddy what's his name for Thunder.
Yeah, Chet.
And I was watching his career. I was watching his career because he was talking so much junk. Chet, what's his name? Chet Holmgren. Yeah. He was talking so much junk because he said he had a bad pro day, so he wouldn't get drafted to the Magic. So it's like, all right, you think you good, and now you in OKC. So I was like, everything he was saying, everything he was doing, I was watching. Man, Buddy was balling. He was proving me wrong. Not proving me wrong because he ain't got nothing to prove to me. But he was out there balling, and it was like, okay, Buddy he good. He actually is good. So I was watching his career, and I was like, damn. Not that his career is over. I'm not saying that either, but it was like, damn, we gotta pause it for a minute because like he gotta heal up now from the Liz Frank injury.
Check this. You know
so
how
that hurts.
You know how we were talking before, and we were talking about like putting stuff in perspective. Like if I was him, I would just look at shoot. I'm glad this didn't happen during the season. I can get my body not built for this really yet. Let me get my body up, and now he got this whole another year.
Yeah, because
to get
guys
right.
come from college and play what they play 34, 40 games max, and that's if they go to the far in the tournament. Which I mean, I think he pretty. Who he played for again?
Gonzaga, I think, didn't he?
Gonzaga.
Yeah.
So he played. They had a pretty good, nice run in the
body,
finals.
you know what I'm saying? He put some weight on.
But they still ain't used to them. They still ain't, and then you ain't used to the type of guys. Even though you might be going against an amateur guy, but this amateur guy been playing in this pro-am league or playing against some professionals for some years now. So he know what's up. He knows what's good, and he know how to take that. So, but I mean, my overall question. I mean, we've been seeing LeBron bounce in the league. We saw what's buddy that played for Atlanta now, that came from the Hawks. He been messing with people
Trae
too
Young.
in the pro-am. Not Trae Young, the guy, DeJounte Murray. Yeah. So you've been seeing all these guys.
What's up with him and what Paulo, a boy from the Magic, dog?
I don't know, bro. They be messing with each other, bro. It's gonna be a great competition. And I like Paulo, so I'm definitely gonna be in the building for a Magic game or two because I like what I've seen so far. So I'm definitely gonna be in the building. But I just want to ask, bro, you think NBA players that's already in the league, that's already successful, gonna stop messing with the pro-am just because of like the injury that happened to Shaq? But that's not, it's not a good look. I know like LeBron just went out there not too long ago, but that was before the injury to Buddy.
I know Jamal Crawford. I think they was, I think that was kind of
Jamal Crawford is at that stage where he just like he playing for fun.
But he hosted the one LeBron was at. So I was gonna say I wonder if like if they have like the pro, the former pro players or the pro players that's setting it up. If they be like, man, it'd be straight, man. Just come out here. Are they talking up to it or whatever? They might be able to do it. But I think that's about to calm down anyway, because season about to start rolling up. Not too long from what, October, November.
Yeah, they probably gonna go into the training camp probably in September.
Yeah,
probably have preseason throughout October, and then in October they probably start the regular season. Hey, you think they you ever think like somebody like, what if LeBron? You think LeBron to go to the Big 3 league where he can play like one game once a week, just like extend his career? Yeah, like once he play his year with Bronny, and then he go play and just play Saturday and Sunday.
Bro, we got this one clip I'm gonna have to make sure I save because it dang show could happen. You never know if them talks happening down. They both in LA together, Ice Cube and LeBron. Yeah. So you never know if them talks happening. Hey, help me out. Help me out, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep this. Shout out to Ice Cube because he didn't got this league been going on.
Like they was promoting tickets. The semifinals is right here in Tampa, and if I ain't have a young child and children to take care of, I probably would have bounced to Tampa just to go be in the building with some professionals and watch. Even though like they older, but I'm still fans of them, and I knew they was the shit when I grew up. And I don't care about them being older now. I'm still take a picture, sign an autograph, sign whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I think LeBron will do that. And then they talking about bringing back bounce. What's that bounce ball? You remember the bounce back trampoline ball back in the day?
Yeah, what was that shit called?
I forgot the name of it. Well,
they talking about though. Can't think of it right now.
Yeah, they talking about bringing it back. Man.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, man, shout out to Mark, man. Mark said Spike TV used to be the thing, boy, back in the day. You remember Spike TV?
Spike TV. They used to show it I think he showed late night on ESPN too.
I used to
But
love.
speaking of players getting older, bro, Udonis Haslam is signed on to the Miami Heat for a 20th season. I just want to hear your perspective on that
Man, I
and
ain't
how
got nothing
you
to
feel
say
about
bad
it.
about UD, man.
Yeah, I ain't gonna talk nothing bad about him, but I'm like, man, you holding up a roster spot, you taking up money where the Heat can go sign another guy. But hey, bro, I just want to ask you this question. I was kind of flowing a little bit. Liquor got me going and moving smooth right now. Trivia question: who was the longest tenured player to stay on one team?
What, Kobe?
That's your final answer?
Because it was like Kobe, it was Kobe, I forgot the other person, Kobe, but UD would be one of them. It's three people. It's two people right now. And with 20, it'd be three,
It's a
won't it?
total of three people now. It's total of three people.
Yeah.
And Udonis Haslam signing on for his 20th year.
UD, Kobe, and what, Jordan?
Jordan went to the Wizards.
Yeah, all right. UD, Kobe, and I mean, who else stayed for the thing 20 years?
Big Dirt. Big Dirt. Big Dirt stayed in Dallas
How
his
can I
whole
forget
career.
about Dirt?
Number one, 21 years in the same city.
He
Big
got
Dirt.
number one?
Number one.
How many Kobe got?
Kobe got 20 in the Lakers, and then he tied. Right now, Udonis tied with Kobe. Yeah, but UD said this is last year though.
UD say I'm getting it. Hey, I'm getting in that.
He's trying to get that ring, dog.
Hey, I'm getting in that Hall of Fame somehow. I will get in there some way.
Somehow. He getting there somehow. What he got? 3 He got 3 rings.
What Denzel Washington say? I'm leaving with something.
You leave with something. Best believe. Man, but shout out to that boy, man. The Miami Heat were in the conversation of bringing in Donovan Mitchell, man. It's starting to look like Donovan Mitchell is leaning towards maybe going to the Knicks, but the Knicks are asking for a crazy asking price right now. They're asking for players and 5 first-round draft picks. Do you think Donovan Mitchell is worth that many picks to be traded to the Knicks? They want Evan Fournier. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Obi Toppin and 5 picks.
Plus
the 5 picks. They want those 2 players plus the 5 picks and 5 future picks, I'm assuming. So I'm assuming probably next year and maybe not the years going consecutively, but they down the road they want 5 picks. And that's pretty much what
we trade Donovan Mitchell up to New York for those 5 picks. For those,
yeah. And they were trying to get damn, I can't think of buddy's name. What's the point guard that came out of Duke with Williamson?
No problem. I'm up there right now.
Oh man, New York Knicks. Let's see for B, man. We got to figure it out for B.
I know what you're talking about though.
They wanted R.J. Barrett. They wanted R.J. Barrett at one point, and now they are settling for Obi Toppin and Obi Toppin and Evan Fournier. You think that's worth it? You think like we can bounce this off of the Nets trade and what it was trying to do with Kyrie and Kevin Durant? And do you think some of these teams are asking for too much to trade for these superstar players that we have so much unknowns for? You got Kyrie, who's been in and out, and he's picking and choosing pretty much when he wants to play. And then you got
man, that jump true what he
Donovan
said.
Mitchell's been hurt.
Kyrie, that little Kyrie
stuff
they said something like he can pick. He only want to play a certain amount of games.
He the only one that can play a certain amount of games.
He only wants to play a certain amount of games this year.
Hey, I believe it because he's a pretty smart guy. He understands the fact that his body can't take but so much.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, you got to think about some of the greats done played 82 games plus 82. What? See, if you play 82 and you say you happen to win straight through, you play 86 games plus you play what's that, 98 games. Let's say you win straight through. So you playing that many games. So you kind of want to be in game shape for that. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what's true.
Ooh. Yeah, man. That's what I be trying to say, man. I don't know. But yeah, I think they are trying to charge. They are asking for a little bit too much for some players that don't have a real name like Donovan Mitchell yet. I mean, if I would trade him, I would want to trade him for somebody who got that talent right there. Because the Heat keep making it to the playoffs, even though he did he missed a number of games last year. I believe from injury, and so even though he still missed the games, but they still playoff contenders. I want somebody that's gonna keep me to playoffs or to the next level of championship. I ain't trying to trade for no.
Yeah, but you
Even
still
though,
gotta think about the fact that shit Utah.
yeah.
How many championships are you really gonna win? Yeah, John Stockton, and Karl Malone. How many championships are you really gonna win?
Yeah.
But man, the Nets and
Man, you know
Kevin
what, bro?
Durant.
I tell you, I was up there, bro. I was thinking of goddamn Kyle Lowry that whole time. I just realized it's Donovan Mitchell out there in Utah. Hell no, man. That's why I said, all right, but oh snap. That's funny, man. But yeah,
But
Utah.
man, yeah.
But you got what? You got Jokic. He was out there. You know him. You saw him and Giannis playing.
Yeah, man. He stroked on Giannis and right in Giannis'
Yeah,
face,
man.
man.
They said
Pause.
he looking slimmer and stuff. He been on that farm all summer.
It don't matter, bro. Because if you ain't got nobody around him, bro, he don't got nobody around him, man.
Yeah.
If they trade, cause he play in Denver. If he trade
Yeah.
him, he don't
Yeah.
got nobody. I mean,
Yeah.
whatchamacallit? You good, bro?
Yeah.
If whatchamacallit come back, what's the other Murray name? He was balling like 2 years ago. He was balling in the bubble.
I know
I
you're
can't
talking
think of
about.
his
I forgot
name,
her name, but he
but
got
he was
hurt.
balling in the bubble. Yeah, he got hurt and he didn't play at all last year. So I mean, if he come back and be decent, and they could add him, I mean, they don't really need to add another piece. They just need him to do what he was
I
doing
think
before, dropping 30,
bro.
40 points.
And I truly think they believe in it because he was at every game almost. You know, sometimes them dudes they miss the whole season. They ain't going to every game. Like you know what I'm saying, the
Yeah,
travel
he was
games.
there though.
Yeah, he was at every game. So I think he wanted to let them know that I'm down with this because sometimes a player be out the whole year. Then this summer he gonna want to trade or something, go to a different team. But he's sticking with them. So, but I think they try to make that run, man. I think Denver know that it's hard to get a player, player like that on your team, and they trying to make that run for it. They gonna keep trying to get it, man. But it's too much. Like you up there in Denver, it's too much going on down Southwest Coast.
Yeah,
Sometimes,
South and East.
yeah.
You still got Kyrie and Kevin Durant situation going on. I tried to tie us in just a second
Hey,
ago, but
Pat Bev tried to come in,
Pat Bell coming to the Lakers. And then seeing Pat Bell coming to the Lakers, they talking about what I heard tonight is pretty much Jalen Rose stated that they probably gonna put Westbrook on the shelf until they can trade him instead of playing.
They about to John Wall Westbrook.
They about to John Wall Westbrook. They about to John Wall Westbrook like he trash because
LeBron finna
he
let
hasn't
that
been
slide
playing
like
good.
that, bro. Oh man, come on now.
Yeah, that's weird to me too, bro. Because remember the whole pack when it was like, okay, him, AD, and Westbrook came together and said they was gonna do this thing together. So I found that weird too, bro. And they pretty much talking about how they finna. I don't know. It's
Westbrook.
just as pretty much. I don't even know if it's Westbrook. I think it's more Jalen Rose just coming up with trying to put pieces together because they traded for Pat Bev, and Pat Bev and Westbrook don't get along, so they're going to trade Westbrook because they bring in Pat Bev, and that's all it is. But
Jalen Rose, Jalen Rose be cracking me up. He be sitting behind that. You know, his back. If you watch Jalen Rose videos, his background's always A1. He had a little books behind his backgrounds a little bit. You be like, yeah,
they crispier than his hairline.
Yeah, this brother telling what it is, man. I think what's finna happen is they finna put Westbrook on the sideline.
Yeah.
And he lean. You ever notice he lean up into his camera like
I never watched them, bro.
You know,
yeah, a lot of
watched them. Yeah, that cause I seen that video that he was talking about that, and he always leaning up in his camera. But yeah, man, I don't think they can. Westbrook must have been around there telling people he the king of LA. Still,
I mean, technically, bro from LA, ain't he?
Yeah,
he can't be the king of LA. I'm
the real king of LA. And so you
ain't won. You won a bubble championship, nigga. Calm down.
Hey, that was the same bubble where Westbrook was yelling at babies. You remember that? You remember that video? He was yelling at the baby, the kids.
Yeah,
it was like nothing but moms and kids. I think that was on Mother's Day too. He was yelling at that day LeBron. I mean, that thing Westbrook, man. But yeah,
Westbrook.
They can't do. But it was funny. Pat Bev had something to say about the Kevin Durant jump. Him and Kevin Durant in the what the team is the Nets, the Brooklyn Nets jump. And then the next, like 2 days later, they say he's over at the Lakers now. He gonna go to the Lakers. I was like, oh, Pat Bev knew what was going on. Let me talk my trash real quick. Let me jump in this. My trash. Now it's gonna be a heated rivalry, man.
Yeah. So I mean, with that trade happening, we kind of see the writing on the wall.
What does that say about LeBron?
Kyrie Irving ain't going to the Lakers.
Nah.
And pretty much right on the wall as well that Kevin Durant's gonna stay in Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said,
what does that say about LeBron? That the one person who, like, Stevenson used to be in his face. Now you got Pat Bev in his face, but now he like, man, I need him on my team because he got that fight in him that I need.
I mean, LeBron definitely respect these niggas, man. Because I mean, if he could, he would have Draymond Green on his team too. I mean, I definitely think Draymond Green and LeBron are closer than what people know or people
I thought these dudes hated each other, bro.
Nah, them boys, they definitely way closer than they probably should be, to be honest with you. But what you just said, just tying it back in, but nah, definitely not. He definitely. I mean, it's hard. Even football, you have a mouthpiece helmet on, but you still connect with people you don't even know. You be like, I fucks with buddy because he cool. Is like y'all on the same language, some shit, some simple ass shit. You just connect with buddy, and LeBron just had that shit with certain players on the court. Even though they may be on a team that's whooping his ass, taking all his championships, he still fucks with Draymond. He still fucks with Pat Bev. He still fucks with Westbrook. And I honestly think Westbrook and Pat Bev can coexist on one team. Yeah, and Westbrook on the point and have Pat Bev, the bully on the shooting guard. LeBron play the three. Put Buddy at what's the other buddy? Where Melo at? Melo ain't playing no more.
Melo.
Put AD at the 4 and then put somebody at the 5.
They got.
But anyway,
I would like to see it though, bro. I don't think they should shelf Westbrook, man. I think they should try this out.
I don't think they should shelf him either. I say try it too. That was Jalen Rose outtake or
you got two.
What he said, and you know these guys got to say stuff outlandish to get clicks and get views. So I mean that could be something outlandish.
Stephen A. tipping over to the political side and all. He had a new little show coming out now.
I haven't paid attention to Stephen A. in a while since
he just came back. He been gone.
Ended. He been on vacation.
Yeah, that's why I named the episode "Did You Miss Me?" Did you miss us? Because he came back last week. He was like, "Did you miss me?" But he was on a boat. But yeah.
I ain't noticed because like you said, I haven't paid attention to Stephen A. since the NBA season ended. But yeah, so I mean, we covered the Pat Bev trade. So what about Kevin Durant? Kevin Durant kind of pulled out this week. Allegedly, he stated that he is sticking with the Nets. He sat down with some of the owners, sat down with the coaches, and him and they kind of gonna fight through the differences. Even though I still think Steve Nash ain't the guy for that job. So I mean, he can learn and get better, just like the players got the chance, the opportunity to learn and get better and grow. But on time will tell. See if they actually gonna do it. I think he'll get fired in mid-season because they're gonna be still shitty. Everybody gonna be like, "What the fuck?" Or Kevin Durant gonna be like, "Why am I still here? But I could have been playing in Memphis or some shit." Sorry, I keep cursing. Could have been playing for somewhere else and winning, and I'm still here with this sorry coach.
I don't like
Steve
that word.
Nash.
I don't like the word partnership he used. What they use, we want to keep our partnership. I was like, partnership. It's y'all a team. So I think you know what I'm saying.
Right. Yeah.
He gonna use
before.
He got to milk that market a little bit. I think that's a big market. Kevin Durant. He got to milk that market a little bit.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, before he leave, he got to milk it a little bit before he leave.
Yeah, I mean, because he not far from where he from. Because I mean, I know he not far from DC. He from DC, and he can have if he wanted to and do it right, he can control the whole area for the rest of his life. And it's all how what he can do in the area if he can win some championships and do some damage there. But man, I mean, overall, I just wanted to throw out that the Memphis Grizzlies reached out to possibly trade for Kevin Durant, but they wasn't trying to get rid of. I think it was Desmond Bain, and it was another guy they didn't want to get rid of. I can't think of his name right now. I know Desmond Bain is kind of the Memphis version of Draymond Green, kind of bring the attitude to the team.
You think some of these teams just be testing the team to see if they'll bite on it, or they really be believing in some of these trades when they put it out there?
Definitely. Some teams throw out trades just to see if a team will bite on it. And like it'd be like a lot of low ball trades to kind of see what they can get away with. And I ain't gonna lie, I think he good with that shit. Some bullshit ass trade that he probably they'll throw some bullshit out and see. Okay, let's see if they bite. If they bite, we'll push this trade. We'll let Tyler Hero go, and you send us back. What's a Russell Westbrook and a first round draft pick? I'm not saying it's gonna happen.
Let me say this because, bro, I see that happening, dog.
Nah, bro, I'll just throw some crap out.
Nah, man. you know, Pat ain't gonna let go of his golden child.
Pat Love,
Tyler Hero,
his Kentucky alumni. He love that. He ain't finna let that go. But man, we just basketball's heating up. We starting to see some getting to this point where training camp is gonna start settling in, and trades and rosters is just gonna happen. We gotta wait and see what happens. Gonna happen. That's the name of the pod. What's gonna happen? Gonna happen.
Yeah,
it's gonna happen. So man, pretty much y'all just stay tuned. Keep listening to the Aftermath podcast, and we're gonna keep bringing the NBA news. Whatever happens, gonna happen.
Yeah.
All right. So man, tomorrow or today, as y'all listen to this pod, we're recording the night before. I ain't gonna lie to you, I ain't gonna front to you. Florida State kicks off the season. They're gonna show the world that we're back. We may not be the national championship contenders that you expect from us, but we are back. We're gonna show the world as we beat Duquesne, a team that went 7-3.
Bro, y'all the only people that know how to pronounce that team's name. That's funny, dog. FSU people.
I've been hearing it all season, man.
Y'all been on the message boards talking about it. Y'all been worried about it.
Message boards, and then a couple podcasts lately.
The Canes coming up.
The Cuscany. This felt like the Cuscany or some shit like that.
I like the Cuscany.
apparently the starting quarterback last year went down when they played TCU, so they had to play a true freshman who was a sophomore now, and the true sophomore was pretty decent last year. They kind of announced that the new guy the new guy will be the backup, but the guy that went down last year will be the starter. Where they
What time
went
that game
7-3 last year, huh?
What time that game is?
It's tomorrow or today at 5 p.m. On ACC Network, right before the FAMU and North Carolina game, the highly anticipated FAMU and North Carolina game. But just some Florida State news. Jamie Robinson was named to the AP preseason All-American camp. That's a safety for the Florida State Seminoles. We slowly but surely getting better in all positions, in positions that matter where we need to get better at. We've been kind of down lately in the past few years.
And
But we did get he's a second team All-American guy.
Was Jermaine Johnson in that for the preseason last year?
I do not think so, man. I do not think so.
Right. I'm about to say because that's 2 years in a row.
He kind of flew under the radar. People didn't really talk about him as much, and that's why Jared Verse getting a little noise a little bit because he transferred in from another school, but he ain't transferring in from Georgia. I mean, I've been hearing some good things, some good sparks here and there, but I haven't heard I didn't hear that much from Jermaine Johnson either, but so you never know what Jared Verse can do once he do get in between those white lines and what he actually gonna do on the field. But so I'm just waiting to see if he that sack monster. But he definitely a trash talker. He ready to talk that noise. He ready to make some plays. I'm ready to see what the man do tomorrow, man. Overall, and I already told B we was talking before the pod. I don't want Duquesne, Duquesne, Dusk. I don't want them to score no points. I want it to be 50 plus to 3 or less. I don't want nothing. I told y'all last week on the pod, 100 yards or less. 50 yards, I give him 60 yards passing,
well, they go 40
yards
rushing.
Oh, child, nigga, you just a hating ass nigga. You just a Gator ass fan. Man, shouts out to Morion Terry. Rappers always bragging about beating the case, getting the cases dropped. Shouts out to Morion Terry.
What he tweeted out? You got it on deck.
I don't even got what he tweeted out. So I ain't even know he tweeted out.
Feel like the murder charges have been dropped. I feel like God dang, dog.
I ain't know he tweeted out something.
Scary
Terry. Just get that man an opportunity. He got the tools, man. Somebody's got to give him the opportunity. Somebody got to trust in him and believe that he can do the NFL or not even NFL. He got to get the opportunity, and I know they got the XFL out there, so somebody just give him a chance, give him an opportunity to kind of prove himself. You like he's still in pretty good shape, so only time will tell. Get him out on that field. I know he's been dealing with this over the past few years or so it's been crazy, man. So I mean, we don't have players that I went through trials and tribulations before they get their career started or during it while they're getting their career started. Like Ray Lewis had his little situation, and he got through his and made a Hall of Fame career. So hopefully, I'm not saying tomorrow Terry gonna make a Hall of Fame career or nothing like that, but I'm just saying get these boys opportunity for something he apparently he was not a part of. He didn't do. The charges were dropped, so that's pretty much he's not charged for anything. Pretty much stating that he's innocent, but it definitely sucks that this incident or thing tarnishes the beginning of his career. So whatever happens, and hopefully they can move forward and he can make some of himself. How you felt about Nick Saban getting the $93.6 million contract to make him the highest paid coach?
Nick, man, because Nick was like, "Hey, man, y'all better not be digging in my bag with this NIL money, dog. I still need my money, dog." So he got his money. So he ain't gonna say nothing else about NIL because he got his money. I feel like Nick Saban get a doggone contract every year. Feel like.
Well, the reason why he get a contract every year because like shit. You gotta think about like Nick Saban. What Nick not Nick Saban, fucking Jimbo. Jimbo got 75 million with 70, he got 75 million guaranteed a couple years ago. And then you gotta think about Mel Tucker, who got a 10-year, $95 million extension from Michigan State. So these guys not winning championships, but Nick Saban is there every year. He may not win every year, but he's in the playoff. It was 1 year he wasn't he didn't make the playoffs. But every other year he's been in the playoffs and he's been either in the playoffs or in the championship. I mean, feel like he deserved that shit. And I can't wait till Florida State gets back to that point.
I feel like they ought to just say Nick Saban, 150 million. That's what we're gonna give you.
But then, yeah, you say that, and then they're gonna be like, oh, Dabo Sweeney said he won 151 million. And that's how that shit
came. I would say, Dabo, boy, you better sit that down somewhere.
But then he gonna be like, well, I'll just go to Georgia Tech and they'll give me that. And that's how the craziness go, bro. I mean, if he's smart, he gonna stay in Clemson, but that's how the stuff go though. That's pretty much how I go.
What you think old bowl cut Kirby gonna say?
Yeah, and then Kirby gonna be like, well, I just won a national championship last year. I think I should get 152 million. And then it just keep building and building and building. Everybody want to be the highest paid. Everybody want to be the most respected.
Hey, I don't need.
You gonna have say Billy Napier thing. Oh, I was under Nick Saban. I should get 154 million. I ain't won shit. Sorry, head coach.
Hey, you seen your coach out there preaching?
Nah, I ain't see all that, bro.
You see that video? He was out there speaking of sermon, boy. He had his suit. He had the best suit on.
Are you talking about at the quarterback club?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, he got fired up a little bit. He got a little too fired up. He got a little too fired up.
Hey, every Florida State fan I see the tweeted that said he's fired up. That's that.
I love it though. You seen him fired up before?
Bro, he know he got to be fired up. He just got 27 million for this stadium. Well, you better be happy about something. Man, you wanna your ass wanna be gone. You gotta talk for these boosters like that.
Watch out, nigga. We finna shock this shit, bro. Y'all gonna be mad when the Noles and the Falcons are good because I'm gonna talk hella shit.
So funny is the loudness of the talk that you're gonna hear after they beat Duquesne. You're gonna hear the loudness and the bravado.
I'm talking cash money
going
shit.
into LSU.
All night. Like Florida just I'm talking shit like Florida just lost to fucking Georgia State, nigga. Who y'all played and y'all got beat by? I'm talking like that again.
Georgia State.
That's exactly how I'm coming. I'm talking cash money because y'all finna lose to Utah, bro. No, y'all gonna be real sad. You going down there to watch them boys lose to Utah.
Hey, if we lose, I'm going down there to see my granny, nigga.
Nah, bro, you going down there to see them boys?
I
was going down there to see them the Pac-12 champions.
Hey, I told you, boy,
in the swamp.
Hey, if you're looking ugly around 8:30, I'm saying, hey, man, come on, man, they hit that road, dog. And let's do it on the way to the house.
He's just gonna hit it all the way back to the crib, huh?
30-minute ride up the road on 441, dog. It's sad as well.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Hey,
I don't know what Utah got, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I've been watching a couple of they got the quarterback. I'm just worried about the defensive line, and our offensive line holding it up. But I think our offensive line, we're not strong around like excuse me, we got Richard Garage, the left guard, being the left guard for I don't know how long, since he really freshman year. I think sophomore year, he been left guard. I think it was right guard, he moved to left guard. But we got Richard Garage been there, so he's solid. The other guard, I think they're gonna play more. Richard Garage at tackle. The other tackle, you got Michael Tarquin. I think he gonna be good. They say he got way better. But then you got Oh boy, from that came from Louisiana. I think that middle gonna kind of hold it. Him being there at that guard with Tarkin gonna hold that side. Garage and Ethan White gonna be able to hold that side on that side. And I think Ethan White, Torn, I think his name Torrance, if I can remember right. They gonna be able to help the center. I can't Kingsley, I think his first name is, but they gonna be able to help that center. So if we can keep that middle, that center together, then we're gonna be good. I did an episode about Arthur Ashe, and he said that him and Bill Russell realized if you keep that center and that middle strong, then you can't beat you won't be able to beat that team. If the middle components like the center guard, the center and the two guards, the defensive tackles and the nose guard, the linebackers, the middle linebacker and that safety, if you can keep that middle core straight, then if on offense defense, then you're gonna be able to handle everything. So we can keep that offensive line middle straight because there's gonna be a lot of tackle, guard trapping with the running back. So if we can keep that big, but it's just they got them Samoans out there in Utah, dog, and them boys come down here, man. If they come out, I
the
had
ones
watched
that
Utah
don't
video.
get in the they
I
don't get
watched it.
into
Yeah,
USC.
I watched the Utah. Yeah. That's what be happening, dog. I watched the Utah video and they was like over the summer and they were teaching them boys the chants. So I said, man, Lord, if they come out there with that chanting, man, I ain't gonna call it mess, but if they come out there with that chanting before that game, yeah, boy, we gonna be in for a long road of
Let's go, Utah. Let's go. Bring that shit, man. Let's go.
Because dog, that's what happens. They can't get into some of them might not be able to get into USC.
USC and
So
Oregon.
they come over our Oregon. And so they come over to they go over to Utah. And the defensive line coach, I think, is Samoan. And bro, man.
So you scared it might get spooky.
Now I've been checking the weather. I had that tweet out. I seen people being posting about the weather. It's supposed to be, knock on wood, it's supposed to be raining that Friday. I got you. Raining that Friday and Saturday. And then it's supposed to be raining that Friday and Saturday. And then that Sunday, it's gonna be, that Friday, Saturday, Saturday afternoon, it's supposed to be a little humid, not too much rain, clouds, not rainy. It's gonna be straight, man. I think the Gators gonna be out there. I kind of think, man, it's gonna be a nice clear guy, knock on wood, nice clear day, nice clear evening that night, man. And it's gonna be on humid. So them Utes better stock up on that Gatorade right now, bro. Cause it's gonna be muggy and humid out there. It's gonna be humid.
Boys say they coming like Boise State,
bruh,
in 2018. 2019, I should say. They say they've been practicing in the swamp.
They say they've been practicing and turning the heat up and stuff in they practice place or whatever, but you can't, man. They finna get that swamp. You gonna get swamping on them, man. I'm gonna be sitting up there high up in the sky.
It probably feel good in Utah. It's probably like perfect football weather. It's probably like in Utah, I probably feel like November here in Utah right now.
Yeah, because I be watching the barbecue people. They in Iowa, so that's away from Utah, but it's still in the over on the other side. But they in Iowa, and they said it was raining. Then it got cold. I'm like, dang, dog, it got cold in the middle of August. So yeah, they probably got good, nice football fall weather out there. But you down in the swamp now, man. You down in the swamp. Yeah.
We'll talk about that next week. We're gonna get
probably gonna come out Thursday
next week.
They probably gonna come out Thursday. Just
get
acclimated.
I just want to, definitely. Hope they do, and I hope they practice in Gainesville. I hope they go to Anthony Richardson alma mater to practice. Man, practice to get ready to beat his ass. But I was gonna go over FSU schedule and what I think gonna be that's improper English. What I think the schedule is gonna play out to be, in this next upcoming season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, y'all can put me on wax, bro. Y'all know I ain't scared. I be saying outlandish stuff on Twitter and Facebook, especially for y'all FAMU fans. Y'all don't like me.
If y'all see that crazy,
y'all don't
that's
like
them on
me.
them, man. That ain't me with that craziness by FAMU. That's just funny though.
Man, I'm like Skip Bayless on that bit, bro. I just be saying stuff. Just
bro. Skip going at the Bronny now, bro. I'm like, God.
Yeah, I saw that shit, bro. I would never do that now.
Yeah,
but I just be saying stuff just to get a rise out of people. And I know y'all love FAMU. All y'all alumni, y'all love FAMU. So I gotta say whatever I can just to poke at y'all, man. It's funny, it's hilarious. But I just want to go over the Florida State schedule. I know we got Duquesne. I'm about to say Duquesne next week. We got Duquesne tomorrow.
Got it.
Man, like I told y'all last week, I've been telling B, I don't want no boys to score many points, man. I know our defense ain't like this top-notch defense. It ain't like the world beater defense that you used to seeing from Florida State or any other Florida State type team. But I mean, I honestly don't want the boys to score no points, man.
If
I don't want to see no points on the board.
If this was like, say Mike Norvell first or second year, and this was like the third or fourth game in the year, would you be kind of like, man, we better not lose this game? You kind of look confident.
I'm a little more confident because I pray and I hope like Mike Norvell been carrying himself with more confidence, he been talking a little more bravado than he normally do. And it's not like I've been like sitting there dissecting the way the rivals do, sitting there dissecting his his speeches and what he say and the confidence meter and what he say. I've never done that. But this year, for whatever reason, what he been saying been like sticking out to me. And it's like he been like forcing himself into a room. He making his presence felt. So it's like, okay, he making his presence felt. He coming in there with more bravado. He coming in there ready. He coming in there ready to talk that noise, talk that shit. We had a couple guys that's been like crucial and been crucial parts of the team, offensive line, go down also injured. We don't have centers like dropping like flies. We had Caden Lyles transfer in from Wisconsin. He dropped. He wasn't starting at the time, and then we had Maurice Smith, who was the incoming of the position, and he did drop with an injury. They're saying he may be back before the LSU game, but it's a possibility that he may not.
Hey, how long
so we don't threw Darius Washington in. I think he's been out most of this week.
All right.
He hadn't practiced much this week. Yeah, so it was like the last scrimmage before this week started. He kind of went down with a little injury, and I'm not sure. Florida State they try to keep their injuries kind of bottled into the program. I don't know, bro. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know. They don't tell. They try to keep that information in, unless it's like a season injury. We lost a couple guys this season, and we lost Steven Dix, who I thought was going to be a instrumental part to the defense, to the linebacker core going forward. So he lost for, I think it's his junior year or maybe his redshirt sophomore year, but he's down for the season. He was coming into his own. He was starting to kind of figure out the position. So it kind of hurts that he is hurt, but we got other guys that's been holding it down. We got the guy for transfer from Central Florida, Tatum Bethune. He's been balling pretty well. So we got guys, but I mean, if those guys get hurt, that's when the drop off kind of start. So pray to God and hope that they stay healthy and we can finally have a decent season and start bringing in other guys that can replace their development and replace what their production. So I mean, just that's all it is, man. Just being able to bring in the guys that can be top notch caliber enough to beat the bottom tier of the ACC and be competing for ACC championship year after year and be up there with NC State. Even NC State probably the top. Probably, I think it was like looking at the schedule and looking at how everything goes. I think NC State gonna win the conference.
Yeah, how you feel about their quarterback? They got that's a new quarterback they got?
That's
the dude that's been there.
Devin Leary.
Yeah.
Devin Leary has been there probably 3 of the last 4, maybe 4 or 5 last years. He's been there. He always been consistent throwing touchdowns. I think he had like 30 plus touchdowns to like 4 or 5 interceptions last year. He's very safe with the ball. And overall, the defense and the team has gotten older and gotten better. So, I mean, Clemson, of course, Clemson is Clemson. They more replacing coaches than actual players, and trying to replace the coaches to kind of fill those same needs. So, I think NC State gonna win the conference this year. They may be like 10-2 or 11-2 or whatever by the time they get to a bowl. But I think they're gonna win the conference. They're gonna be the cream of the crop of the conference, not Clemson and not nobody else. That's just my honest prediction. I'm throwing it out there. So if it happens, y'all know where y'all heard it from first.
That's kind of because that almost with the similar colors. I was in my head. I'm thinking USC might be that team that could surprise a lot of people. But yeah, so
I mean, I can see USC offense being good. Just so they got transferred in as the quarterback.
Yeah,
and they got the wide receiver and of course the running game. I mean, the offense. You got Lincoln Riley, a head coach. He gonna scheme.
I'm talking about
He's a schemer.
South Carolina.
With Spencer Rattler and all the boys.
Yeah, I feel like they could surprise some teams this year.
They can surprise some teams. I think Tennessee gonna be decent this year.
Yeah.
I think Kentucky gonna be good this year. So Florida.
I don't think about Kentucky, man, but I truly think Tennessee might be sneak up on people. I think Georgia gonna get popped by Georgia gonna get popped by somebody.
They ain't gonna get popped by Florida though.
That's gonna be a setup right there for them. I'm trying to tell you, AR tweeted out. He retweeted that Cam Newton video with the salute. Man, it's on, man. It's on.
Yeah, I saw that shit.
Hey, it's on.
That don't mean he can't.
Hey, how you see?
You gotta show me.
How you
see what?
How you see? You be watching them Gator dog. Yeah.
I'm an aftermath account holder.
Watching them Gators.
I'm an aftermath account holder. I see some of the tweets that fly under the radar.
Watching the Gators. Put it on a t-shirt. They be watching them Gators. I
don't watch no Gators, nigga. I don't watch no Gators. It just popped on my timeline, and I saw the little
Gators, orange and blue. I bet you got on some. You gonna have some. Somewhere around you gonna be some orange and blue somewhere. Watch when you watching the game.
I don't wear orange. Wear orange and blue together. That shit makes my skin makes my skin break out. My skin starts to burn, and I instantly had to take it off. Unlike y'all Gator fans, y'all out there be wearing garnets. I be seeing y'all niggas. I don't say nothing though, because I don't want y'all to take it off.
We talk South Carolina, that stupid name change.
Soccer. Oh, I saw you put that in there. What they gonna change it to though?
Oh, no, somebody said talking about the Cock Commander Bills.
They don't want to be the Cops no more.
Cause like I always thought they should have changed it because they used to do that. You remember if you ever seen the Roots movie, Chicken George? I believe that was Chicken George. That was they fighting it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's just because of Chicken George.
Nah, because
I didn't even think about it like that. I thought it was a good name, Gamecocks.
They used to have
but I don't know if you want to be a chicken because chickens get cooked and fried.
They used to have the slaves train the Gamecocks to fight, and then they'll be having kind of like on Django when you remember them.
Yeah, I understand. I get where it's coming. It's coming from a negative place, so I can see where that can misconstrue anything. And guys, I don't want to be no motherfucking Gamecock, nigga. Like, nigga, I ain't no fucking slave. I ain't finna be doing this, that, and the third, nigga. I'm going to Florida State, nigga. Fuck this shit.
Yeah, where you gonna be? You gonna see a white dude with a painted Indian stuff on the face.
But at the same time, but like, damn, they get the shit happened. And I feel like the university's got to own that it happened for them to be like, okay, the shit did happen. And that's the thing. Some places, some entities, some universities don't want to
why
claim
though?
that slavery happened.
They worried about the money that might come with. It's just like that. It's just like the Atlanta episode. You remember that Atlanta episode when the reparations, when everybody was getting served with the papers? It's just like
Yeah,
they don't
but
want.
the chick was following Buddy around, and
They don't want to get served with the papers. You run you. Could you imagine how many universities was built off the backs of slaves? And
bruh, the crazy part is some people out there don't understand that whole season of Atlanta, and they think it was trash.
Bro, if you thought that was trash, just go watch one of them shows that don't got nothing to do about nothing, bro. You need to watch that season.
I've been seeing that, bro. I've been seeing that lately. They said the third season of Atlanta was trash. So I'm like, damn, y'all don't know nothing about
that season and
allegories and sensory.
Like I told you about like the Paperboy episode, that last one, he seen that lady that was following him, and that was the name of his mama, and his mom in real life passed away, and he said in the interview that he just his mom and his girlfriend and best friend passed away all around the same time. So he just be going through life. He said in the interview that in real life, I just go through life. So I figured they pictured the whole season was about Paperboy going through different stuff in his life. And but that last episode, when following that Lorraine lady, and then it turned out to be, bro, your mom. And so I was like, real life. So man, he did a great job writing that, bro. That series, bro. So I don't even understand why people don't like Atlanta, dog. It's a great show, man.
I don't know. I just read some.
I seen it too. I don't understand it.
I was like, what? You don't understand?
People don't want to
get it.
They wanted it.
So it was some parts. I was like, okay, what? But then I thought about it. Okay, I understand. It wasn't like lost shit.
Yeah, man.
But back to let's wrap this bit up. Yeah. And we've been running along. We got a little bit more of NCAA, and then we're gonna wrap it up with some college, some NFL, and then we get out of here with y'all. Just some quick punchers, man. We can run back to it just to tie it up. Nick Saban getting that top college football money. Do you think anybody should top that pay of 96 point? I forget what it was. I just know it was the highest. He's the highest paid coach. I agree with you, bro. Until somebody else can, let's say Nick Kirby Smart come through and start just winning, just beating everybody, and then which I still say is hard because I still think Florida going, as long as y'all can stay healthy, y'all gonna pose a issue to Georgia until proven not to. So to that day, until we see Texas A&M step up consistently and beat Bama.
What year Jimbo is on that contract? What he had? What was that contract?
I think it took him to 2030.
So about 8 years away.
Yeah.
So he got to win. He got to win one soon, or one or two soon, bro. So he can get an extension or.
Come on, man. It's coming. He gonna win probably this year.
I was thinking
unless some crazy ass shit happen, he don't. But probably this year, and then somebody because you gotta think about what he got Jamar Gibbs, man.
Hey,
he finna run the fuck out of Jamar Gibbs.
You talking about Saban?
Yeah,
I'm talking about Jimbo. Jimbo got to win his contract up.
And Jimbo, I don't know. He probably got like probably 3 or 4 more years, 5 or 6 more years. You got to think about Jimbo. He started his contract at what, 75 years?
75 mil.
Not 75 years, 75 mil for 10 years. So he been in what, 5 years? It'll be 5 years this year.
He got to win one. If he want to get that Saban contract, he got to win one soon.
He gotta win. He gotta win one and plus some.
That's what I was saying.
Probably win a natty and then come back and show that he can do it again. Not necessarily win a natty again, but just show he can win again.
Yeah.
Get to that point again. Yeah. That's pretty much for everybody. And that's gonna be the hard, crazy part to justify paying Jimbo to justify paying Robert, what's his name? The Coach Day in Ohio State. Anybody that's up there, justifying the
He don't
pay
deserve. He
Dabo
can't get that
Sweeney
right
again.
now. Ohio State they'll just be throwing money in the wind if they give Ryan Day. I mean, even though Ohio State recruits itself, that you just be throwing money in the wind if you give him that money, right?
So you think pretty much you saying uh Robbie Dakin or Robin, whatever his name is.
Robbie, shout out Robbie
Coach
Day.
Dakin, Robbie Day, shout out Robbie Day. But you pretty much saying they can replace him with anybody in Ohio State will be the same Ohio State. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, bro. I feel like Ohio State can recruit itself, bro. Like those teams, like the facilities that they got in place, the boosters, the players. I feel like they can
Yeah.
the ex players. I feel like they can recruit themselves, bro, just by the name Ohio State. When the people talk about that logo, that old dog, that you got to think, bro. How long? I mean, Ohio State, even when they when it really was it ever a point where they weren't really winning nothing since?
They never dropped to the position where Florida State, Florida,
Yeah, they always
Nebraska,
keep.
Miami, they always stayed at least 8-9 wins in the season. They ain't dropped to like 11, no more than like 8 or 9 wins. They always was like top notch or probably winning their conference.
And they've
And I
always
mean,
had somebody in mind that took over next. So I think with the day Coach Day, I think they got somebody there, but I don't think he can get that right now. He got to win, one or two. Be getting that. He got
so
to win one. Because if he win one, then you about to pull in all the recruits for the next. I feel like with Ohio State, if they win one championship, they recruit and go good for 5 years, and I think they know that. If we get close, we good for 5 years on the recruiting tip. All we got to do is
yeah.
get there, and that don't happen with everywhere. Sometimes that's short lived in people's mind. With some teams win one.
Yeah. Right. So I mean, yeah, I agree with you with that. Ohio State kind of got they brand built. They don't necessarily have to recruit, and then I mean, you just can look at they past the draft picks or whatever you want, whatever you measure their success off of. You can look at it. They have that there. So I mean, pretty much they got top 5 draft picks in the cornerbacks, receivers. I mean, I had a quarterbacks, but they got everything else, defensive linemen, guys going top notch. So
You
I
know
mean, people
when
want to go to Ohio State, it's there.
one thing about Ohio State too, they coaches rarely leave?
Nah, like
They
most
keep
of the
that
coaches
system.
there, they kind of keep their coaches. The coaches like what they got. They still got what's his name? He played in the league for a little while, but I can't think of his name right now. Uh Everybody know his name. Everybody know who he is. Um Robinson, is it Robinson?
What
Wide
position?
receiver coach, but he's been there. He's got offers to leave, but he's just stayed there. So I mean,
Oh, Brian
he's the
Hartline.
receiver. Brian Hartline,
Yeah,
that's what it is. I said Robinson. It was Hartline. He been there. He been there for some, not at that school, but he been a receiver coach for some time now. So you
but
kind of understand.
you could only think that he probably sitting back. Like I mean, but him and Coach they probably the same age, around the same age.
Yeah, Brian Hartline ain't that old,
Yeah,
but still though, you still he. I mean, Brian, Robbie, Coach Day was probably, I keep saying Robbie, Ryan Day was in, uh, he was in some coaching rooms he probably shouldn't have been in at the time, but he was in some coaching rooms, so he learned some more stuff. So I mean, it's good to still look out, and it's not like he's a trash coach. He's kind of held Ohio State in a similar position since
bro.
Urban Meyer's
Hartline
left,
only
so
35
he's a
years
pretty
old.
good coach.
He he
4 years,
he only
four, three
35
to four
years
years
old,
older
bro.
than us.
Huh?
Say, yeah, 3 to 4 years older than us.
He only 35 years old, and he from Canton, Ohio.
He played for like the Dolphins,
He played for the Dolphins in the
Patriots.
in the Bay the what's some dogs Cleveland Browns.
Browns. I don't remember playing for the Dolphins. But let's wrap up the college football. Just some quick pointers. Oregon Ducks talking to Big Ten to potentially join their conference to join USC and UCLA. How you feel about that, man? You think that's a good move for Oregon to also join? Or what you think? You think the Pac-12 should stay where they are and just add like maybe some Mountain 12, Mountain 10, or whatever the conference is, the mountain teams out there to the conference to make it stronger, or maybe some Big Ten. What you think the Pac-12 should do to strengthen the conference after USC and UCLA have moved to pretty much moved to the Big Ten at this point?
Utah in the Pac-12. They used to be
in the Pac-12 North, I believe.
Yeah, they used to be in the Mountain, didn't they, a long time ago?
Yeah, I don't even know if it was a long time ago. It's like 5-6 years ago.
Oh, Boise not in that league though, is he? Are they in Pac-12?
In the Mountain.
I will recruit Boise over.
Boise, Utah State,
Nevada,
Colorado, Nevada. And they got teams out there, but I mean, they haven't been recruiting on the level of a Pac-12 team, and that's the whole thing.
You bring the money. I mean, you bring the team.
They're bringing the money in, but Oregon, USC, and UCLA been bringing in ACC, Big Ten, SEC money.
Let all them. At some point, you can't let all them teams leave at one time, bro. You got to say, "All right, man. Listen, you leave here. You two leave here, then you two leave next time."
Because it's hard though, because of that money, bro.
Yeah,
it's hard, and I pause. I mean, I feel the same way, and they should stagger the growth of what they're trying to do. And I do feel like eventually the whole country, the whole conference is gonna be one mega conference or a couple mega conferences, Big Ten versus SEC every year. And they're gonna branch away from the SEC or branch away from the ACC or branch away from the Big 12, branch away from the NCAA. And it's gonna be guided by 2 super conferences or whatever.
You don't think at no point somebody gonna say, "Man, it's enough. It's enough. Let's just go back to how we used to do it."
It's hard, but I mean, I wish they would, bro. Like, just leave it as it is. Let it be a good team in the ACC. Let it be a couple of good teams in the SEC. Let it be a couple of good teams in the. And I think it should just expand the playoffs and let do what they call it, do conference, do rights or whatever they call it. Let it play out. Let teams play each other and just knock each other off.
If this conference win, they get a bid to this bowl game. Yeah,
right. I think we should have the 5 top conferences. They should get I still believe they should get the 5 automatic bids, and then you had the three bids you kind of choose after the 5 automatics. So teams be like, "Oh, I think they should get in the conference." You throw them in. We can expand it to 12 if we had to. And I feel like it should have if they feel like it should be expanded to more, they should have the opportunity, the gall to do it and expand it to more teams to be in the playoffs. So if they feel like they've seen enough on the film, they should be able to extend that. Just wrapping up the NCAA, Marshall Thundering Herd running back Rashid Ali takes the leave of absence for college football. There is one reason why I put this instance or this article in our docket. Can you name it?
Why? Mental health?
Nah, I just put it in because your boy gonna be starting.
Who?
That was playing at Florida State a couple years ago.
Blackman?
Nope.
Who?
Kalen LeBourne finna get the start, nigga.
Are you talking about running back? What team this is for?
Marshall.
Oh, Marshall, all right.
Yeah, they top running back took a leave of absence. Pretty much stated that I don't know. He just pretty much took a leave from absence, bro. Don't really necessarily state why he left, but Caleb LeBourne will probably get the start. We're gonna see if he can take a hold of position and take it as his own and continue to grow and get better.
Yeah, y'all gonna be like
Michael Penix starting at Washington. That was just like another thing. I was just like, okay, damn. What if he came to Florida State? Would he still be there? Or what would be happening if Taggart was able to pull in Michael Penix? That's one reason I put the article in the docket. But he did win his starting position at Washington. He went down last year in Illinois with was it Illinois?
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember where he was at last year, but he went out last year with a torn knee ligament. So the guy that beat him out, he ended up transferring to Washington.
Was it Indiana?
Yeah, in Indiana. You're right, Indiana. So he transferred from Indiana to Washington. He again earning the starting position. So that pretty much cements that he's a good quarterback. He's a good player, a good teammate overall. You got to see what the dude does on the field going forward.
Yeah.
And then I just want to wrap up with the college football shit news. Pretty much some of the college football has been dipping into the NCAA and dipping into the HBCU playing field and kind of taking advantage of some of the teams and players trying to create revenue for their program and get better. Some of the teams I reviewed that was trying to take in some of the revenue was Alabama State. Alabama State is playing UCLA this weekend, and as well as Notre Dame playing the University of North Carolina Central, and then as well as North Carolina playing. We've been talking about it a little bit. FAMU this weekend. I mean, some of those games were brought in as revenue gains, but at the same time, we HBCUs and we confident. We think we finna come in and win these games and show what we got.
Right.
So, how you feel about some of these revenue gains? I think one of the teams, I think, Alabama State going out to UCLA, I think they getting $1 million payout for that game, and versus FAMU only getting a $500,000.
Well, man, I
how does that make you feel, sir?
Man, it's all good, man. Somebody at least they getting paid, because you gonna get their money. You got more opportunities to get their money than maybe what Alabama State do, with Alabama A&M.
Alabama A&M.
Yeah, you got more opportunities to get their money, so they'll be straight in the long run. But shoot, you see, Matt Brown said you got to bring the 100.
Oh, Matt Brown said that.
Yeah, he was like,
I ain't know he said that. No,
he pleaded to the North Carolina fans to tell them to get out there early to the game Saturday so they can see the 100, because the 100 gonna practice. They also gonna perform with North Carolina band. So yeah, they gonna perform a full show Saturday before the game, I believe. But he want everybody to come out there and watch the 100 play, man, and then watch the 100 dance on them, and then watch them Rattlers dance on the team, man. Rattlers gonna tell up on them, man. With a couple players, all we need is a couple. All we need is 22. See that Rattler? Bro, we on bro.
Hey, let's go. I gotta get back in the stadium with them boys. I mean, the whole vibe of FAMU. I know I'm being there for the classic, but I gotta get back in the vibe of being in the hometown, the home city. Walk out the stadium, you in your city, and just get the vibe to the vibes.
You know what I'm saying, that, bro? That's why I'm going out to every home game, bro. Because it's been a long time. You walk out the stadium, dog. You just seen the Rattlers play. You walk out the stadium. You back down Paris Street. You know that in the air.
The trees.
Ooh, the barbecue, the trees, the Black and Miles, the Black and Miles, the the cheap
Black and Miles perfume,
the cheap perfume
colognes,
people spraying, the
black folk,
burning,
black people,
the funnel cakes, the cocoa butter from the black folks. Oh my
butter,
you smell that?
cocoa butter, all of it. It's just mixed together and it just makes black excellence.
Yeah, that was black excellence smell. It smelled like Perry Street. Black excellence
black excellence.
Like Perry Street. That was like.
That's a great title. Black excellence.
Hey man, it's a picture that's going around the Perry Street from the back, like with all the people. I swear I took that picture last year, I think, and I posted it. I can't remember though, but I think I took that picture because I was like, bro, this junk is 2-pack. You couldn't, like, me and my cousin, we went right there to the edge. I was like, bro, I'm not walking that deep. It's like people, y'all don't know how the heck people be walking. Y'all never, but that's y'all got to come to family homecoming, man. It's just one street. Everybody love each other. Ain't no problems.
Yeah, if you can't make it to no other FAMU event out there, get in the town, get in the city, but a homecoming.
Come Wednesday.
Party.
Come Wednesday and stay till
Sunday. Wednesday.
You gonna see how
much. Fuck that. Stay till Monday.
All right, Monday.
Stay till Sunday.
You got to go that back street on Sunday just for everybody close up.
Cause that's when the people that run out of food Saturday, they get the food back Sunday, and it's gonna taste good, man.
They'll say, "Come out here early tomorrow. Come out here early tomorrow.
Come. I got you tomorrow. Come, baby. I'll throw you a fresh free piece of cake. Come through." And you just gotta come through. Let that old lady guide you. Let that lady guide you.
You just don't know what you come out there with your money too, because you don't know what you're gonna want. You're gonna see, man, them ribs good right there.
Ribs, turkey legs, funnel cakes.
I like
wings,
because
fish.
Florida always
what you want?
Florida always play Georgia that same day. So I go out there, get me a plate before the game, and I come back home, just put it on the table, and I just sit there. With a nice
watch the Gators get beat every year.
Yeah, man.
And with that being said, man, it's 11:17. Y'all don't forget a nigga birthday. It's been a perfect episode, man. Liquor make a nigga ride the episode smooth. I love that shit. Tree made me think too much, and I'd be like, but it's been another episode of the Aftermath Podcast. Y'all like, subscribe, share. Y'all go check out Holding Hands. Y'all go check out Smoke Screen. Y'all go check out the Smoke Screen Podcast. Y'all go check out the Aftermath store. Y'all go check out.
Yeah, everything, man.
I got so much stuff,
we got so much stuff, but I be telling y'all.
It says 7 streams of income is how you make it. So I'm branching out, man. But y'all go check out everything. If you don't know what I'm talking about, hit me up and I will let you know what I'm talking about. Y'all hit up B, he'll let you know what we talking about.
Hey,
we got everything going, man. We just looking for a blessing, looking for somebody to listen and take us to the top.
Long as we ain't putting it,
we here.
Hey, long as we ain't messing with no empty wells, dog, and we ain't got no empty wells nowhere on our land.
I don't fuck with no fuck shit.
We ain't got no empty wells, bro. We all our buckets going down in wells that's full of water, bro. We pulling it on up, and water just keep coming, dog. I would do it, dog.
I know they like that intro, so we're gonna take them out with just because I don't vibe to it like that, but I was like, all right, let me check out what I listen to. Ooh. So we're gonna take them out with a little Larry June, Still Booming, featuring 2 Chainz. Let's go, bro. Let's go. Let's go.
Hey,
we still booming. We still
booming. I'm him. Hey, that's me.
We still booming.
Hey,
we
man.
Still booming.
I'm trying to tell y'all, Larry June, but you better get on it, man. Hey, man, shout out to One Wheel too, man.
Shout out to him. And we might have One Wheel come on and pick a weekend of games with us. I mean, y'all just keep vibing with the Aftermath Podcast. Keep growing with us. Keep promoting us. Keep sharing. Keep commenting. Whatever. Help us grow. We appreciate y'all listening.
That Larry June right now. All right, y'all.